Wunderschönen guten Abend, meine lieben Freunde, und herzlich willkommen hier zurück zu Genshin Impact Livestream. Und dazu auch mit Sascha auch mit dabei.
Hi.
Und zwar ist es was ganz Neues gekommen. Und zwar werde ich erstmal hier aber erstmals den neuen Auftrag, weil es ist nämlich was ganz Neues gekommen. Und zwar geht zum Karawanenribat. Also das ist ja noch in der Sumeru, aber dann bald wahrscheinlich nie mehr, weil wir natürlich bald einen neuen Stadt besuchen.
Mhm. Vergiss aber nicht, Lynette abzuholen.
Mache ich ja noch.
Ja, weil du kannst sie nämlich schon direkt, wo das Update vorüber ist, schon abholen.
Okay, warte mal. Also kann man jetzt schon hier direkt sammeln?
Ja, bei der Aktion und einfach bei der Truppe einladen.
Let the magic begin!
Dazu kriegst du noch Materialien dafür.
Ah, okay. So, Linette. Unser Miezekatze Nummer 3 bekommen.
Mhm.
Let the magic begin!
Und greifende Zahnrad und Lumidos Glockenblume bekommen. Nice. Nice, nice. So, jetzt müssen wir erstmal gucken hier beim Auftrag. Ja, wir sind hier schon mal beim Auftrag. Moment. Muss mal hier mein YouTube nochmal schnell mein Video noch dazu anmachen. Hallo Mario, willkommen im Stream. Genießen Streamen, habt viel Spaß. Und zwar zur Karawanen-Ribat müssen wir hier gehen. Ja, heute ein bisschen eher, weil ich ja vor uns ein bisschen eher mit dem Hund gegangen bin. Aber ich möchte ja direkt heute die neue Stadt erkunden, was es hier jetzt neu gekommen ist. So, auf geht's hier zur Karawanenrabatt. Was erwarten wir uns erstmal? Bitte jetzt noch nie verraten, weil ich möchte das überraschen.
Mhm.
So, jetzt sind wir kurz vor Dschungel und Wüstendorf.
Oh, caravan rebat! Huh. Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Du hast ein gutes Gedächtnis, Paimon.
So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right? Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time, and then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Solange wir noch in der Gegend sind.
Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
Ich dachte, du wirst der Magnet.
Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Zeit nach Fontaine aufzubrechen.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, hallo de hier.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway?
Wir werden Sumeru bald verlassen und uns auf dem Weg nach Fontaine machen.
you serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it.
Seht ihr diesen Person, wer Herr Funster gesehen hatte? Das scheint wahrscheinlich eine Person aus Fontaine zu sein.
Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
Genau jetzt.
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
Ach, Paimon.
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this.
Hallo Undertaker, willkommen in Streamen, genießt den Streamen, habt viel Spaß.
Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
Nahida.
Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Wir sehen uns, der hier.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Ah. Ja, das hat mich auch jetzt macht mich auch ein bisschen traurig. Also, wenn man da sowas sieht. Aber kein Grund hier zu weinen, weil wir müssen nach Fontaine. Grenze von Fontaine. Oh, okay. Oh! Wow! Was für ein riesiger Wasserfall! Oh, ein Aussichtspunkt. Eintrag zum Land des Quellwassers. Okay. Ach, Stanali. Ah, der ist auch wieder mit dabei. Aber erstmals will ich erstmal die Story erstmal hier auch mal ansehen. Wie das hier so wirklich aussieht. Wir sind zwar noch in Sumeru, aber bald dann nicht mehr lange. Oh, hier sind noch mehr Schildkröten. Ich würde euch gerne mal sehen, aber ich habe aber keine Zeit. Wir sehen uns irgendwann bald mal wieder, liebe Schildkröten.
More speed.
So, Wellenreiterpunkt aktiviert. Dann wird's eine angenehme Schiffsfahrt. Okay, diese Boote stammen wahrscheinlich aus Fontaine. Oh, falscher Knopf. Holla die Waldfee, was haben wir denn hier? Ist das etwa ein neuer Koloss?
Der sogenannte Hydrooculus.
Hydrokoloss. Ja, wir sind jetzt in Fontaine. Also er hat gesagt, vor der Fontaine.
Du befindest dich am Hafen davon.
Am Hafen, genau. Oh, wer kommt denn da angehüpft? Aber wahrscheinlich... Ah, okay.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port. Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
Es ist beeindruckender, als ich mir vorgestellt habe.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Besuchen wir als erstes den Hydroakkon.
Good idea. Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Wir machen die Reise, um meine Schwester zu finden.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality, whatever that means. To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Genau.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Erkennt ihr da hinten, wer dort vom Wasser steht? Ne?
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
Wir werden die Verhandlung als eine Art Oper betrachtet.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Eine von den Göttern des Wassers erschaffene gerichtliche Vorrichtung.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Huh. I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Im Voraus anmelden?
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No, Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Die Einwohner von Fontaine scheinen den Hydro-Archon sehr zu mögen.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey! What are you looking over there for?
Das Mädchen da drüben.
Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Ja, wir wollen mal sehen. Hallo?
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Etwa wie Meerjungfrauen?
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, hallo?
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Natürlich sind wir.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Du sprichst ja die ganze Zeit für mich, Paimon.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Was geht denn vor sich?
Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
Hallo, Linné.
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh, alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now.
Hallo Pandi, willkommen im Stream. Genieß den Stream und hab viel Spaß.
By the way, we were just
Hi,
getting ready
Pandi.
to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydroarchon. Would you be able to show us the way?
Oh, ich weiß, warum Pandi das gesehen hatte. Wegen Lynette.
Mhm.
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
Oh, jetzt geht jetzt gleich mit der Fahrt los. Oh, es geht gleich los. Hm.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Hm? Hä? Okay.
So, she's the Hydroarchon?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
Ich glaube ja. Keiner hier scheint im Glas zu halten. Ein Glas zu halten.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured,
I see clearly your sincerity.
Furina sieht ganz hübsch aus.
Of course.
Ihre Augen sehen voll krass aus.
Die Pupillen.
Allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Was möchtest du essen, Pandi?
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes. But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Da ist der Typ schon wieder.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Und,
der dich beobachtet hat.
und betont ihren Status als Archon sehr gern.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him.
Oh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Dann zeig mir, was du drauf hast. Also, was du kannst.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Oh, yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Whoa, all right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house. It would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Wir haben uns kein Verbrechen schuldig gemacht.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Offensichtlich?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely. Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
In den Moment als... Nee!
As you can all clearly see,
Doch.
Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Nee, das hat jetzt nicht ernsthaft sowas gemacht! Das hat jetzt nicht ernsthaft gemacht! Paimon als Ballon? Was?
Ja.
Das ist doch...
Nur um zu vertuschen, damit der Paimon nicht als fliegendes Objekt dient.
Was? Oh Mann!
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Und jetzt gehen sie wieder.
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Vielen Dank für vorhin, Linnea.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Ja, es war gerade ziemlich verwirrend.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Das wäre ein großes Vergnügen.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Zöger nicht, mir Bescheid zu geben, wenn du Hilfe brauchst.
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Ein Beutel?
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Das Meer überflutet nach und nach diese Erinnerungen.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than a bit of rain.
wenn die Prophezeiung wahr ist?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Okay, wir müssen hier... Verteile Zaubertaschen an Bewohner in der Nähe, okay.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy?
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land, developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
So. Nächste.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Hallo weitere Zuschauer, willkommen im Stream, genießen Streamen ab für Spaß.
Thanks. Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the...
So, und jetzt noch der andere. Hallo?
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time?
You should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now.
Okay, jetzt müssen wir wieder mit Linnea sprechen. So, da sind wir wieder.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some, interesting opinions.
Viele sind ziemlich störrisch.
Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Okay, wir sollen hier
More speed.
Materialien sammeln. Ah, das sind wahrscheinlich jetzt die neuen Pflanzen hier, die in der Fontäne wachsen.
Ja, die musst du mit Wasserelement öffnen.
Oh! Und hier sind auch Pflanzen. Margotte. Wahrscheinlich eine Kräuter hier. Ah, und hier wachsen ja sowieso wieder neu, die Blumen. Und wahrscheinlich ist die Blume für Furina geeignet, oder?
Könnte sein, ja.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her?
She's obviously a thief.
Oh.
Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Dieben! Oh Gott.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Alles klar.
All right, let's go.
So, geht dorthin, wo die Dieben abfangen kannst.
Ach, bevor du der weitermachst, gehen wir mal beim Menü und geh mal bei Truppe, da hat sich auch was geändert.
Ach ja. Okay, dann gucken wir mal bei der Truppe erstmal. Wie geil ist das denn? Oh, das ist... Ey, die Animation... Also das ist ganz niedlich gemacht.
Und wenn du auch bei Figurenauswahl gehst, dann wird bei jeder Figur eine kurze Animation gezeigt.
Ah, nice. Moment. Ich wechsle mal Kirara mal kurz aus. Und da werde ich erstmal hier das hier. Jo, was? Oh, cool. Ey, ist das abgefahren.
Selbst bei Kogishinobu finde ich die Animation cool mit ihrem Kurzschwert.
Ein Dolch, also eher gesagt so ein Kurzschwertdolch. So, jetzt Aufzug. Alter, wie lange geht das hoch? Wie lang geht das hoch? Alter, Alter, wie geht denn das jetzt hoch? Das ist ja der geht's ja jetzt übelst hoch. Oh, endlich.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait.
Ah, da ist die.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Halten wir sie auf!
Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the
Doch
other
zu
direction.
spät. Es ging alles in die Hose.
What should we do? Should we
Hm.
chase her?
Oh, unsere Aufgabe ist es, ihr hier den Weg zu versperren.
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away. for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief.
Hier scheint es nicht mehr zu geben, was wir tun könnten.
Yeah, let's go.
Ah, und da ist die Statue der 7.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Linny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Linny?
I'll be alright. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Linny's initiative paid off.
Alright, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Fahr mit dem Aquabus zum Hof von Fontaine. Aber erstmals aktivieren hier die Statue. Okay, hier unten ist wahrscheinlich der Boss, also so eine Anführerboss. Aber erstmals...
Hey, ist die Statue der 7 gerade plötzlich hell erstrahlt? Seltsam. Ist das vorher schon einmal passiert?
Das ist doch normal, dass die Statue der 7 strahlt.
Neodentro TV, fühlst du dich etwas komisch?
Igitt, das Wasser, es spricht zu mir.
Jetzt kann es auch noch sprechen. Wenn du immer noch so Scherzen aufgelegter bist, ist ja alles gut. Jedenfalls ist der Luft hier wirklich etwas schwül geworden, nachdem das Licht aufgeblitzt ist. Vielleicht liegt es da erst an der hervorgetretenen Hydrokraft. Weil man hat gehört, dass man Fontäne unbeschwert tauchen kann. Wenn man die Elementarkraft gut beherrscht kann, vielleicht kann man sogar untergegangene Schätze bergen. Das Bergen der Schätze ist deine Aufgabe und Paimon hält dir vom Strand den Rücken frei.
Allein im Wasser, das ist doch recht einsam.
Aber es ist unheimlich unter Wasser. Man könnte aus Versehen in Strömung erfasst durcheinandergewirbelt werden, ohne davon fliegen zu können. Genau wie damals, als Paimon dich in Mondstadt traf.
Dann angle ich dich wieder raus.
Wirklich? Na, dann kann Paimon auch mit ins Wasser gehen. Aber du musst dein Versprechen auch halten.
Okay, Segen der Fontäne. Eine wundersame Kraft, der von der Statue ausgeht und dir der Segen des transozeanischen und Urwassers verleiht. Damit kannst du ungehindert durch die Gewässer der Seen Fontaine reisen. Unter den Schutz der transozeanischen Urwassers verbrauchst du die Bewegung unter Wasser kein Ausdauer, sondern Wasserausdauer. Wenn du die Wasserausdauer ausgeht, wirst du nicht ertrinken und ohnmächtig werden. Okay. Aber erstmals, warte. Muss ich kurz mal mein Neodentro TV wechseln? Warte, Kirara.
Just what will we come across this time?
So, warte. Statue 7. Und zwar Einklang mit der Hydrokraft. Hydro, Land der schönen Quellen. Und natürlich kann man auch natürlich beten. Und da... 20 davon muss man sammeln? Verdammt.
Bin auch eben gerade dabei, die Talente, die Hydro-Talente aufzuleveln, aber das kann noch eine Weile dauern.
Jetzt wäre hier so, wenn ich hier Hydro hätte, hier, also die Fähigkeit von Hydro-Element hätte, wäre ich wie der Plesiosaurus oder ein Mosasaurus gewesen.
Mhm.
Also eher gesagt ein Wasserdinosaurier aus der Urzeit.
Und bei Riley ist es fast so, als würde sie Tinte verschießen, aber nur halt, es ist Wasser.
Ja.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around! People in Fontaine really know how to use water!
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on.
Und jetzt Achtung, es kommt gleich ein kleines Easter Egg. Charlotte! Oder irgendwas.
Mhm.
Huh? What? Traveler! Paimon!
Ja, das ist Charlotte!
Die wird später spielbar werden.
Charlotte!
Oh, I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the aquabus. In the story of my life, this is big news. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place. So, what have you been up to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor.
Also ich finde die Animation der allen Charaktere so richtig cool gemacht.
Mhm.
You're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen.
If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed. So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found? That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found.
So, nur noch ein Teil der Karte noch freischalten, dann ist Fontaine, die ganze Karte von Fontaine frei.
Okay.
Aber ich denke, die täglichen Missionen im Fontaine kann erst gemacht werden, wenn man die erste Hauptstory durchmacht.
Ja. Könnten wir also mehrere Täter sein?
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation.
Alles gut, Alice.
Ach, Alice ist auch da.
I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Du bist wie immer willkommen, Alice.
Ach ja, Alice, ich bin jetzt auch bei der Kathedrale der Heiligen Blutes, wo du jetzt auch da warst. In Coltrane.
Ja, dieser Boot hier, wo man gefahren ist, ist ein kleiner Easter Egg zu Jurassic World, aber anstatt den Zug ist es der Boot.
Der Aquabus.
Hm. Alles gut, Alice. Mach alles in Ruhe. Mach alles in Ruhe. Dich strengt die Zeit ja nicht. Du hast alle Zeit der Welt.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this. Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly. I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late. Okay. Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See? Bye now.
Und die Elementarfähigkeit von den Hydroelement nennt sich Wasserschütze.
Mhm.
Damit kannst du ungefähr 23 Wasserpfeile verschießen.
Mhm.
Verbraucht aber ein bisschen Teil der LP, also das heißt, es ist ein Teil ein Risikoelement. Aber dafür kommen solche Wasserblasen, die du einsammelst, dann haltest dich die Lebenspunkte wieder her.
Ah, okay.
Ja, ist schon irgendwie praktisch. Aber musst du mit Vorsicht einsetzen. Und Linné ist leider auch ein Risikocharakter.
Der Springbrunnen sieht schön aus.
Wenn du da Hydrosiegel opferst, kannst du Belohnung einsacken.
Ist das ein Wunschbrunnen, was du meinst?
Ja, das soll eine Art Wunschbrunnen darstellen.
Cool.
Na, finde ich auch irgendwie logisch detailliert.
So, warte mal. Es gibt hier irgendwo wahrscheinlich auch so eine Statue der 7, oder? Ja, es ist hier irgendwo.
Ja, Deswegen alles lieber frei machen.
Ja, deswegen hier, bevor ich die Story mache, mache ich erstmal die Statue der 7 hier erstmal frei und dann werde ich erstmal hier nochmal farmen gehen. Also für...
Sag Bescheid.
Ich sag noch dann Bescheid, also wenn ich den Statue der 7 gefunden habe. Moment. Nein! Falsch! Nicht Figurenhandbuch. Und hier sind solche Cyborg-Roboter, die hier, also mechanischen Cyborg.
Mhm. Aber Vorsicht, in einer anderen Wildnis sind sie nämlich wild. Sozusagen außer Kontrolle geratene Cyborgs.
Ah, okay. So, warte mal, ich muss mal gucken hier, wo... Okay, wahrscheinlich der Statue der 7 ist ja unten wahrscheinlich. Ah, ja, haben wir auch natürlich hier die Werkstatt. Och nö, sag jetzt bloß, ich muss hochklettern.
Oder den Aufzug verwenden, ja.
Ich bin halt neu in Fontaine.
Ich zwar auch, aber ich gewöhne mich da an diesem Gebiet.
Jemine. Und hier sind ein Haufen weiße Bäche hier. Oh, hier müsste hier auch irgendwo ein Aufzug sein hier. Aber die Stadt, wahrscheinlich ist die Stadt auch riesengroß. Moment mal. Boah! Alter, das war ich erschrocken. Es geht nach unten? Also unten, wo ich ja nach unten gegangen bin, da geht's ja noch nach unten. Ach, Jemine. Oh! Ist das bestimmt dieses Imbiss? Ja! Dann zeig mal, was du hast. Knoblauchbaguette, Fontaine-Zwiebelsuppe, Fisch und Pommes und Fruchtgummi. Oh.
Okay.
Fisch und Pommes. Absolut meine Leibspeise. Fonta? Soll das eine kleine Anspielung zum Fanta darstellen?
Ja.
Was zur Hölle? Mein Fisch mit Pommes wird wahrscheinlich Kartoffel, Mehl und Fisch sein. Ach nee, Genshin Impact, was macht ihr für solche Sachen?
Ja, die wollen es so darstellen, dass Fontaine Frankreich darstellen soll.
Ah. Oh! Musik-CD bekommen. Also die erste CD in Fontaine. Ja, ich habe auch Pudel gesehen hier bei Fontaine. Okay, hier ist Teleportationspunkt. Oh, und hier ist ja dieser Auftrag, wo man hier mit den Tafel benutzen kann. Ja, warte mal. Ich mach das erst um 21 Uhr erstmal. Warte mal. Ja. Ja, ja, mach ich. Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung, das war gerade mit mir eine Frau mit mir gesprochen hatte. Ja gut, dann werde ich erstmal hier dann später mal den Statue der 7 erstmal finden und da werde ich erstmal hier die Kugeln einsammeln und dann hier direkt hier für Jean einfarmen.
Du meinst ihre Talente oder Artefakt?
Artefakt.
Ah, Animo-Artefakt, okay.
Ja.
Ich habe die komplette Karte von Fontaine durch.
Ja, weil...
Ja, okay, du hast ja etwas spät angefangen. Ich habe ja damit etwas früher angefangen. Alles gut.
Ja, ich muss auch gleich mein Handy ausmachen, aber es bleibt trotzdem live, aber ich kann die Kommentare ja nicht ansehen. Der Sascha wird dabei helfen.
Ja.
Also nicht daran wundern.
Also können wir schon bei dir reinkommen?
Moment. Ich muss erstmal die Kugeln erstmal hier machen. So. So, warte mal, ich lade mal auch noch dazu, also ich werde mal bei Party auch noch dazu den Undertaker dazu einladen. Ja, warte mal. Muss mal hier Undertaker noch dazu einladen. So. Eingeladen. Warte, ich gehe schon mal zu den Monster hier, dieses Sphäre, wo man hier solche Animo-Sachen direkt mal rauskommt. Also eher gesagt die Artefakte. So, ihr könnt jetzt kommen, meine Freunde. Und selbst durch das Update gibt es hier hinten Berge schon. Also die Fontaine-Berge. Und Undertaker, du kannst natürlich jetzt auch reinkommen. Ja, ist online.
Whoa, the scenery here is wonderful. I've landed the perfect job.
So, warten wir erstmal noch auf Undertaker noch dazu. Ah, da ist er schon, der Undertaker. Hallöchen. Hoho. Das ist ja cool. Oh, da kann man durch den Fingerspitzen hier direkt schießen. Genau wie bei Inteleon aus Pokémon.
Ja,
Hallo,
Präzisionsschuss.
Undertaker. So, du kannst jetzt kommen.
Aber wie gesagt, Dendro, durch die Elementarfähigkeit verlierst du zwar etwas Leben, aber wenn du Gegner damit triffst, kommen ja solche Wasserblasen. Sammelst du die ein, bekommst du einen Teil der Lebenspunkte wieder zurück.
Ah, okay. Also, wie gesagt, das ist auch so eine ganz kleine Anspielung zu Inteleon mit dem Präzisionsschuss.
Ja.
Hm?
Du hast den Bogen bekommen.
Den Bogen von Linney. Sehr gut.
Miau, 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 miau.
Na dann.
Also, das heißt, Ganyo hat nicht mehr den Amos-Bogen.
Oh, das ist... Oh, Alter, ist das nice.
Mhm. Ja, wie
So.
gesagt, ich habe erstmal heute Dendro-Artefakt für meine Kirara. Ich habe wenigstens nur eine perfekte Feder von ihr bekommen. Mhm. Oh,
Ja.
bei mir rumpelt es. Es gibt Gewitter.
Oh, bei dir gewittert es.
Ja.
Obwohl, eigentlich soll ja bei mir gestern auch Gewitter kommen, aber es war leider Pustekuchen. Obwohl im Sachsen schon hier Gewitterstürme gab. So, warte mal. Ach, hier bist du.
Are you here to play with me? Rack and ruin.
Ach ja, Undertaker, was ich dich mal fragen wollte, wie fandest du eigentlich auch mein erstes Livestream-Video zu Jack 2 Renegade?
More speed. Let him thrust.
This is order.
Und glaub mir, dieses Video von Jack 2 Renegade ist es richtig lustig. Oh, warte mal. Feldjäger Flaschmann. Verteidigung 8,7, dann Verteidigung 16, Kritisschaden 7,8 und Elementarkunde 19. Dann noch Feldjäger Pfeilfeder. Angriff 47, dann Elementarkunde 21, Angriff 4,1 und Verteidigung 21. Ah, okay. Und dann... Sascha, guck mal auf den Kommentar bitte.
Geht eben grad nicht. Bin noch mitten im Spiel.
Na, ich kann auch nie in den Kommentar schauen.
I condemn you.
Weil warum ich mein Handy kurz mal ausgemacht habe und dann ich mach kurz mal noch mal an wegen hier das Sascha als gute Nacht Story noch dazu mache und dann mache ich dann noch dann mache ich den Handy wieder aus weil ich den Vertrag wieder neu bezahlt habe. Also den Vertrag zu Datenvolumen wurde wieder neu bezahlt. Für 2 Jahre. Oh, warte mal. Veränglichkeit der Mate. Heilungsbonus 5,4, Angriff 5,8, LP 4,1 und Elementarkunde 16. Und dann noch Feldjäger, also Feldjäger Pfeilfeder, also Angriff auf jeden Fall. LP 239, Aufladerate 4,5 und Elementarkunde 21 und Verteidigung 7,3. Ah. So, Runde 3.
More speed.
Aushelfen? Ah, okay.
Freeze to the core. Rack and ruin.
Boah, Alter.
Solidify.
I condemn you.
So. Du bist auch noch weg. Nice. Und nicht wundern, weil ich habe immer noch Surosh in meinem Team. Ja.
Ja. Und
So.
falls er nur Schrott bekommt, kann er es durch grünlicher Schatten umwandeln.
Ja, warte. Morgen der Maid. Angriff 7,0, Verteidigung 16, KT 3,5 und LP 209. Ja, warte. Feldjäger Flaschmann, Elementarkunde 28, LP 269, Verteidigung 5,8 und Kritischschaden 7,0. Ah. Okay. Und dann letzte Runde. Okay.
Außer Ito.
Oder Laila. Und Laila. Weil Laila hat ja auch ein Schild.
Vengeance will be mine. More speed.
So. So, mal sehen, was wir als letztes hier zu kriegen. Nee, Stanali. Nee, so nicht. So, mal sehen. Oh, 2 Feldjägerhut. Verteidigung 8,7. Elementarkunde 19. Angriff 5,3. Und Kritischschaden 5,4. Und noch ein Feldjägerhut mit Verteidigung 8,7, dann LP 4,1, Angriff 18 und LP 209. Na dann geht's raus.
Ist das eine Wasser-Kamehameha? Na, nee, nicht direkt Stanali. Es soll eine Art von, wie von Intellion, Wasserpräzisionsschuss sein.
Aus Pokémon Schwert und Schild.
Der hat ja nämlich geschrieben, soll es eine Art Kamehameha sein?
Nein, es ist aber leider nicht. Ja. Ja gut, dann bedanke ich mich erstmal natürlich für die erste Fontaine zur Besichtigung und den Farmen. Na dann, hoffentlich hat euch das gefallen und das sehen wir uns dann bald wieder hier im nächsten Livestream zu Fontaine. Macht's gut, ciao ciao und hab ein gutes Miau!